The first time she slips you the cheeky finger. The same incident 5 seconds later. An actual phone call. Dad calling. Yes. Hi pumpkin, just wanted to ask, what was that show you told us about the other day? The one about the family. The chat. Dad. Use the chat. I thought someone had died. People whom are normally thought to be the smartest in the world. Albert Einstein. Charles Darwin. Isaac Newton. The actual smartest person in the world. The guy that made toilet paper turn red when you have finished wiping. Top 4 vehicles most used for kidnappings. There's no problems, only solutions. Nerds online when you make even the slightest attempt at critical thinking. When you eat the food in 1 minute that took you 1 hour to cook. What happened to him? He got addicted to having 3 monitors and can't just work from a laptop anymore. Sometimes I read a text and think what a psycho, then I press send. Poor people. Elon Musk. 4 AM. Everyone is asleep. Perfect time to run from one end of the house to the other at full speed as loudly as possible. True crime YouTubers talking about a deranged doctor who performed at least 17 non-consensual lobotomies before brutally laddering the victims. Lost media YouTubers talking about a cancelled Big the Cat plush. Do you need help, sir? Yes, but I came here instead. What is it called when you're suicidal but too scared to lie? Millennials making fun of broccoli hair boys when they all looked like this. Nice haircut, dork. You kids today look ridiculous. Me finally beating the boss. The boss that bet me 12,573,950 times. When she introduces herself as your girlfriend, but you have only been casually dating for 86 months. Inflation. The coupons I clipped from the Sunday paper. Me watching my mom telling my deepest secret to random relative, just to make them laugh for 5 seconds. Baba, you like it. Me, I like it. Me walking back to my car. When Europeans travel in America and go to pay the restaurant bill without tip, we don't do that here. Poor folk, wealthy folk, middle class. When you see a cute service dog and you want to pet him, but you know he has an important job he trained his whole life for. iPhone users, iPhone 10, iPhone 11. When your advertising interrupts my video, it just makes me hate your product. He must be thinking about other girls. Do mosquitoes get drunk when I have 0.2% BAC and they sting me? My favorite hobbies, scrolling through memes, listening to the same 15 songs, imagining myself in fake scenarios. So the problem is corporate greed, always has been. This is evil. Why do so many villains drink milk? When there's a family friend coming over for dinner, my mom, go clean up your room. Me, are they going to eat in my room or something? Time flies when you are having fun. Me turning video games into a chore so that I feel like I'm playing them longer. Bro is fighting for his life right now. It's past my bedtime. Me ignoring all the red flags because he's got a massive X. Designers, look, we have similar ideas. No, you stole my idea. Programmers, man, I stole your code. It's not my code. When you're an introvert and run out of your social battery. Moms, when you watch 10 hours of TV with them. Moms, when you play video games for 5 minutes. When the audit team asks where the defense budget went. Planet chiller, system chiller, fleet chiller, franchise chiller. My face when a LGBT character has a strong personality of her own and is not a stereotypical character rep made for good publicity. When your dog sees you eating something. Cutscene graphics. Gameplay graphics. The manager after somehow calming down a Karen. Good relations with the wikis I have. When I'm in a coding competition and my opponent is the average YouTube Shorts commenter. Drinking regular milk. Drinking chocolate milk so that your skeleton has the N-word pass. 9-year-old me after eating a carrot. Instead of texting I'm here I'm going to send this. 10-year-olds now run around with iPhones. When I was 10 I was listening to Aqua and struggling to keep my Tamagotchi alive. ASMR home cooking channels when mixing together random ingredients finally gets something that looks like thumbnail material instead of disgusting slop. Dad, am I adopted? Why the F would I pick you? Chat, can't. Email, I cannot. 5,000 words essay, and henceforth I'm unable to can. Trying to catch your dog, but they do this. When you finally work up the courage to call your crush and your dad answers. Microsoft when Linux finally started to gain momentum with their Pluton coprocessor. Me showing my mom a funny meme, my mom. Why I left my job at Google as a software engineer, why my wife left me, how our marriage collapsed. 70,000 BC, I bet there'll be flying cars in the future. 60,000 BC. I don't always have time to fold laundry, but when I do I don't. Me, does nothing. My grandma, I'm gonna pay you $1,200. This is not pro-disabled. This is anti-homeless architecture disguised as disabled accommodation. Do not be fooled. Not to be that guy, but wheelchair users are not starved for places to sit down. Disney, Star Wars the Acolyte, Star Wars fans, what the hell is this? Friends, what you doing? Me, working. Friends, what you doing after work? Me, sleeping for work tomorrow. My van gets stolen. Me, where did my? How we see apples. How doctors see apples. Sits down to write, immediately starts thinking that this is total trash and terrible and bad and horrible. Shut up. The reason Gen Xers are so bad is that they were raised by parents that needed this to remind them they had kids. 10 PM. Do you know where your children are? When your dog eats your philosophy book. Procrastinators unite. Tomorrow. Indonesia pillow, $5. Poland pillow, $35. Reaching the end of the Starbucks line. Me, the mobile app needing an update. The therapy dog, after I finished telling it all of my problems. Something doesn't feel right. I knew it, my plushie fell off the bed. This video is pretty quiet. I'm going to turn up the volume. The world's loudest ad. Never again. When I'm in a who has the worst luck competition and my opponent is me myself. When your mom is beating you and all of a sudden you got visitors. When you're bonding with your pet and they hate you. An English Wikipedia article about human races is a categorization of humans. Chat German Wikipedia article about theories, but are now considered outdated and scientifically no longer sustainable. I want you to show this woman the time of her life. Marge, we are getting some drive-through, then we are doing it twice. Don't look up why chainsaws were invented. Worst mistake of my life. Recipe, 2 cloves of garlic. Me. Fold laundry as soon as it's done or draw 25. When the alarm starts ringing at 6 in the morning, but you went to bed at 3:30, that was a problem for future me, and now I'm future me. Others at 2 AM, crying missing someone. Me at 2 AM. Kids today are like, so what did y'all do before the internet? Did you just not know anything? And the answer is yes. You would ask your Aunt Marge a question, she would give you the wrong answer, and you would carry that misinformation for 20 years. LMAO, someone stole my effing porch. I opened my door and fell. You can't have she in Detroit. I'm looking for a job. Do you have any experience? Of course I have been looking for the last 3 years. Vision is lead, and MJ doesn't remember anything so. Once I was babysitting my neighbor's 6-year-old, and she asked me why I was so ugly, and without thinking I said I'm you from the future, and she cried for like 30 minutes. Parents, are you ever going to find a job? Me, James Dunstan, meme historian. Barbie, my product was first launched in Japan, Oppenheimer. The US, you can't drink until you're 21. The US, when you turn 18. Again, great news, you have just been promoted and you get your own pistol. There are two kinds of people, the ones that pack 6 days before a trip and the ones that wake up day of and realize they need to do a load of laundry and they marry each other. One of my biggest faults is that when I ask someone their name I forget to listen to what their name is. Girls with their barbers, gossip, and chat freely, me with my barber. 12-year-old me acting like the main character after a movie. Friend, we should wake up early and start working out, me. When it's a slow night, so your manager says one of the kitchen staff can go home early. Billionaires on yachts and jets. Billionaires on submarines. When you return from vacation and forget how to do your job. The consequences of my procrastination, me. Number of years it took each product to gain 50 million users. Sean, 19 days. Email. Let's circle back and leverage our core competences to optimize the deliverables, me. When an old lady gets beside you on the plane and her sit down air stinks. Me trying to communicate I want to leave. Lindsay Lohan gives birth to baby boy. Jesus Christ, he's huge. Fixing the Wi-Fi by turning it off and on. I'm the genius sciencer after all. Buy art, save a crazy person. I once went speed dating, and I was the only guy who showed up. There were 14 women. All 14 chose to stay single than go out on a date with me. Jesus Christ, ceasefire. Stay back. 8 years old me, after drinking Coca-Cola in wine glass. My brain all day. My brain when I try to sleep. School's anti-bullying program, bullies. Why are men always okay with doing nothing for their birthday? Imagine celebrating the day when all my problems started. Tim, I never said that. Screenshots. Rooting around my sheets for my truffle pig. When you rediscover songs you used to love. Can you explain these gaps in your resume? I believe those are from the space bar. Woman, I'm going to donate some of my clothes to the homeless. Her husband, but don't they already have enough tents? The woman. Me when my mum says I find out everything after catching me one time out of 24,846. Shout out to everyone who got through the day without taking a nap. Pulled an all day today. Pretty tough. I sent you to the dump to find food. Can you just be happy for me for once? Dropped my phone, but guess who saved it? My earphones, the ones with wires. I hate lazy people. Why? We didn't even do anything. People saying Burger King is horrible. Me who genuinely likes it. Roses are red, violets are blue. How many potatoes does it take to run doing? 2022, 2023, 2024. Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Homeless. Oceans when they are filled with loads of junk that pollutes them, but you try to travel underwater via submarine anyway. I'm not in danger, I'm the danger. What the F is a group chat? I'm an adult, I only have 2 friends and they don't know each other. We're all living in 2018, meanwhile this dude's living in the year 3018. Portugal claiming the Americas as their own. Spain, who already claimed the entire Americas as their own. The actual natives. You get rejected by your crush. She gets rejected by her crush later. Women don't look cute drinking. I'm not trying to look cute. I'm trying to make you look cute. Whoa, this is it. I finally chilled my ego. I'm so much better than everyone else. When I delete everything in my phone and still get that storage almost full message. What more do you want from me? Manager telling us we are family. Me who has applied to 30 other families this week. The rarest of violins once owned by Sirloin. Thinking about adding 4 hours and 200 miles to my trip tomorrow cause I hate turning. When you sell your mother's $10,000 wedding ring for $500 at the pawn shop. Starks. Big Mac, 1980, $1.20. 2024, $5.31. Filling out a passport application form for my 4-month-old. Occupation, baby. Forget everything you learned in college, you won't need it here. But I didn't go to college. Well then you're unqualified for this job. Confused Ungabunga. When you're watching a movie with your parents and a Rex scene pops up out of nowhere. Wow, that's some nice atoms we got here on the floor. Please study. No sleep. Only study. Me coming out to my parents. Mom, dad, I like girls. Yeah, no, we noticed. A universally hated, disliked piece of media. Me. Is this art? Debate about how skin color shouldn't impact the presidency. An orange-skinned president. I'm so old I can remember getting through an entire day without taking a picture of anything. What I think a 20-year-old car looks like. What a 20-year-old car actually looks like. And you still went to see her. I know my worth, but sometimes I go on sale. Mentally I'm at the sunroom of a 1990s Wendy's. Now I'm no hairdresser, but something is off here. When the microwavable mac and cheese hits so hard the fork becomes Italian. Didn't you wear that last week? Me. Sends meme. Haha, I saw that meme a week ago, but I like her effort. When you have slept for 2 hours and think coffee will help. They're called leggings because you put your leg. They're called leggings because take your time. No one should have to wait for 58 days for their luggage. We have waited for 58 days for this moment. Me rubs my eyes, my brain, loading terrain. It's so hard being young and fun. Your bedtime tonight. Your ideal bedtime is between 10:45 p.m. to 11:45 p.m. Last night you went to bed at 4:28 a.m. Job interviewer. It says in your CV that you are quick at mathematics. What is 17 into 19? Me. 36. Interviewer. That's not even close. Me. But it was quick. You know what's not cool, Bobby? Paying taxes on fireworks. To celebrate the day we quit paying taxes. Any company is a family business if you keep getting your subordinates pregnant. Elon Musk. 11-year-old me scoring 130 on some random online IQ test. Maybe I'm a genius. When I'm not in a rush. When I'm in a rush. When I ask someone how their trip was, but now it's been 47 minutes and they have no plans of shutting up. Them, daughters are easier than sons. My daughter. When your Steam account finally reaches 10 years old. Seeing it continue to age past 10 years. Me, having the best day of my life. My brain. This is where overthinking comes in. Them, be cool, here comes your crush. Me. Tips to save on gas. Ride a bike. Walk. buy a Tesla, invent a hydrogen-powered car, and get assassinated by big oil.
Spare change? Spare change, ma'am?